The drums are a-smoking, and so's the bass.
It's time to strap in, sit back, and take a virtual trip into the past to blow your mind. Remembering the things you loved, the past you've forgotten, and some stuff you even hated with the most talked about.
What are your thoughts on that Junkman guy?
The most controversial.
I wasn't expecting that one from Junkman.
The most entertaining vintage pop culture YouTuber out there.
Oh, Junkman Popcorn Planet finally connecting.
And he's bringing along his friends. A narcissistic wampa.
I can't help it. I just wake up and I look this good.
A thug Wookiee.
I tell you, dog, that stuff's rickety, wackety, wackety, rickety, wackety, whack, whack, whack.
An inappropriate alien comic.
And a stupid dead baby.
And a hyper teenage Jawa. From the junk room to your screen, it's time for That Junkman. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to do a reaction to The Batman. The new trailer is out, The Bat and the Cat.
Get that shit out of here. We're not here to play Geek the Gamer Kid or Geek the Gamer Kids. There's a bunch of Geek the Gamer Kids on Twitter today, it seems like. Okay, guys, we're talking Boba Fett for about an hour. Boba Fett for about an hour. Hopefully you've seen it or you don't care about spoilers, because they will. Let me put my banner back up so no one gets mad. They will be spoilers in this. And this weekend, me and Russ will be doing a live stream. We'll go over probably scene by scene or something a little bit more detailed. But I just kind of want to talk about Boba Fett. Just saw it well, about 3:30 today. I loved it. Now, is it the greatest Star Wars thing ever made? No, it doesn't have to be. His first episode, but I've seen a lot of hate on Twitter, and it's just kind of makes me just feel so bad about the Star Wars fandom. What happened? You remember I went to see the prequels, and I know a lot of people didn't like the prequels. I don't remember anybody being angry about it. Let down, sure. Saying the Phantom Menace wasn't that good, sure. But guys, it's just like, and you can take if you can make a list of 5 people that you know is gonna hate whatever new Star Wars comes out. And those 5 people you can pick 5 of them. 4 out of those 5 you pick will be on the list. You know who I'm talking about. I just couldn't believe so many people I saw online. Now everybody seemed to like it or love it. I wouldn't say I loved it. I mean, it's first episode. I don't think I can love it till I see the whole season, but I liked it. It was on par with the first episode of Mandalorian. I felt about the same. Probably like this a little bit more than the first episode of Mandalorian. Loved a lot of the, fan service. That's another word I've started to really hate, fan service. Let's get into the Boba Fett. Now, we'll send a super chat, make sure I see it, or support the channel, but I will hop. Now, if you're on the live channel, we don't have super chats able over there yet, so you can't send a super chat. If you're on the live channel, you have to go to the main channel, but that's okay. I want people to watch the live channel because I'm so close to 4,000 watch minutes over there, watch hours, whatever they call them, so I can get ads over there. So I'm really trying to push that. Then we're going to move all the live over to the live channel. But let's just hop into talk. I will catch up in chat. Like I said, super chat, I'll see it. But if not, I'll go through some chats also. I mean, we only got 48 people here, so I'll probably see it anyway. But let's talk Boba Fett. Now, I don't know. You ever watch that guy, John Campion? Why do I watch him? Sometimes I always watch him. It's like, why do I watch this guy? He's already, it was boring. Boba Fett was boring. And he summed up what I heard a lot of other people say. So I'm not just calling him out. But let's start with the Sarlacc pit. Here, John Campion and others have said it was a filler episode, that you didn't need to see him escape from the Sarlacc pit. All we had to know is he escaped. We didn't need to see it. Are these people watching the same Boba Fett show I'm watching? First off, a lot of people in this Boba Fett stuff aren't the fans like we are. They're just casual fans, and they're thinking, did he die in Jedi? What happened? And they want to know what happened to him. But the point of that flashback stuff is showing that he's weak now. He's not the same Boba Fett we saw in the original trilogy. He's beaten down. I mean, he's been through hell. And that's just, maybe, I don't know how long all that's supposed to take place, but probably just a couple of days. I don't think he was in Sarlacc pit for weeks. Well, I lost my train of thought. So it's showing that we've got a beaten down Boba Fett now. And he's older. He has to go into his little tank there. It's kind of remind me of Joe Rogan always talking about that little tank he gets into. So he gets in his little tank and everything when he's getting beat up. So he's not really a great fighter as he was. I mean, he still fights, but he's a lot weaker than he was until he healed. And how can you say the flashback part doesn't matter? One, it sets up that he's older and probably a lot different person now, has been through hell. And we don't know what the rest of the show. Maybe episode 3, he says, hey, I'm calling for a termination of all Tusken Raiders. I want all Tusken Raiders killed. And we know why now, because of how he treated against the Tusken Raiders. But I think in episode 2, we're going to learn that the Tusken Raiders take him in. Ain't know what they're setting up for. And we do know from the Mandalorian, he does wear Tusken Raider clothing. So I think now, till he saved that little kid Tusken Raider and everything, I think now they're going to take him in and make him one of theirs. So I'm curious what you guys think about Boba Fett. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. Did it blow me away? And I think it's the greatest Star Wars thing ever? No. And another thing I've seen people complain about is only like 30 minutes long. And yeah, I wish it was longer. But come on, we all knew going into this. After watching 2 seasons of The Mandalorian, there's about 30, 35 minutes. We knew these were going to be about 30, 35 minutes also. So to complain about that just seems like just finding something to complain about. And if you're complaining that it was too short, that means it left you wanting more. Say, that's a good thing, right? I've seen some people say, why didn't they do 2 episodes? Why didn't they do 2 episodes on the first day? Well, I don't know about you. Maybe it's just me, but they're doing 7 episodes. That's 7 weeks of Boba Fett. If they did 2 episodes, I would only have 6 weeks of Boba Fett. And I'd much rather look forward to 7 weeks of Boba Fett than 6 weeks of Boba Fett. Oh, we got West Coast graphics is in the house. Bubba show was freaking rad. Yes, it was. While we're talking about rad, let's go back to some things I did love about it. Now, I actually like the female character. Sorry, I'm not good at remembering names, and I didn't really care about her in The Mandalorian. I didn't really do just like a character. I didn't hate her, didn't love her, but I really enjoyed her a lot more on this show than I thought I would. The Gamorrean guards. I don't know. Some of them Gamorrean guards, whenever they do them on these Disney shows, did them in Mandalorian. And this one, they just don't look right. Maybe it's because they don't have a shirt on. They're a little skinnier. Maybe it's, day and age now. They don't want to fat shame anybody. But now, we only saw two Gamorrean guards in Return of the Jedi, and I guess they were twins. So they all look different. I got that. Just, I don't want them all to look fat. I like that there were some skinny ones, some fat ones, and everything. It'd be nice if they had a pink Gamorrean guard. Wouldn't that be a pink Gamorrean guard? Don't tell Hasbro. They'll go ahead and start making it. And we'll get on Hasbro in a second. I guess something to say about them. But I love the Gamorrean guards. There's just something about them. I just can't put my finger on exactly what's wrong besides being fat and skinny, because I get they look different. Then they did like a walrus man-like creature. You probably know that alien's name. Ponda Baba, I think. I don't know what his race is called, but I couldn't understand anything this guy said. His mouth didn't even move, which is great because he didn't move in the original movie, and it looks like he had a little bit more hair around the mouth. So I really like that. Thing I hadn't really kind of bugged me that I maybe they'll clear up is I can't believe that the Hutts, they ruled Tatooine, that the Hutts let Biff Fortuna take over. It's kind of like if he was an Italian mob, part of the Italian gangster mob, they wouldn't let somebody else take over. They would keep it in the family. So you think the Hutts would have wanted Biff Fortuna out of there and would have brought in Jabba's son if he's still around. Remember that little stupid thing in the Clone Wars? Oh, I hated that thing. Never wanted to kick a Hutt so bad in my life. But I just can't imagine them saying, hey, let's let Biff Fortuna run this thing. And it doesn't seem like he probably ran it too good. So that seems a little odd to me. So maybe I'll touch on that some. And going all over the board here. What about, first, we've got that, they were looking at this house that kind of like Luke Skywalker's house, but no, it wasn't. And they were writing some kind of gang, and they were writing symbols. What is that symbol? What is that? I think that's going to be tied into a Crimson Dawn. That's what I'm going for, something. And that's what they called Crimson Dawn from Solo. I think that's kind of linked there some way. Could be wrong. That's just my guess right there. So I'm curious what you guys think. And then who's this mayor guy? This mayor guy doesn't want to respect Boba Fett. Sorry, I'm still getting over a corneal cough. So who's this gangster guy, this mayor guy that doesn't want to bow down to Boba Fett? Who is that? Is that somebody we know? At first, I thought maybe it was Han Solo's girlfriend, but I think they said it was a guy, so I'm not really sure. But maybe they're not going to tie in Boba Fett with the Solo and stuff. It just seems like it's Disney. It is Disney, so they're going to try to start tying stuff together. Wouldn't be surprised if this Boba Fett doesn't leak into the Ahsoka show and then whatever other show they got coming out. I guess Obi-Wan's a little too far back for that. But let's go. Let's see who we got here. We got Justin Reynolds. Justin Reynolds in the house. Mayor Cad Bane. Cad Bane. Could be Cad Bane. I didn't think about that. You could. Cad Bane. Cad Bane's who I'm thinking about, right? I don't want to see the guy with the cowboy hat. Didn't think about that. That's a good one. Cad Bane could be. I don't really know his story. If he's mayor type, maybe you do. I know who he looks like. I mean, I know he's got a cowboy hat and everything. And Dave Filoni loves him, so I can imagine him coming back. And I wonder if Kyle Vance is going to show up. Seems like he has to in the flashback, or he just finds that helmet somewhere from a Jawa. I guess he doesn't have to, but I would like to see him at least turn back in there some way. We got Max freaking Rebo lady. Oh, wait, yes, Max Rebo is back. Looks like the whole band didn't come back with him. I don't know if the other ones got the hell out of there or what. But Max is back. He's still got one of the Cantina-like members from the special edition hanging out with him. Hammerhead is the mayor. That would be great. Vote for Hammerhead. I want to see that. I want to see posters and Tatooine and everything. Now, did I just forget that Jabba's place was in Mos Espa? Mos Espa, is that how you say it? Where Anakin grew up? Because I was thinking that was closer to Mos Eisley, or at least closer to Luke and everything. Maybe, I mean, I'm just, it's been a long time. Maybe I don't know why that blew my mind seeing that. The mayor is that Hammerhead dude. I hope it's the original Hammerhead dude from the first movie. I hope it's the original Hammerhead. Fills in some holes for Mandalorian. Yep. Yeah, I don't get why people was like, "What is this? Got to go back and show." We got a super chat in the house. We've got a super chat in the house. I'm trying to find a super chat. Go to play. Find me a super chat. Where's my super chat?
Well, is that a live stream that someone sent in? Wow, that means you're supporting the channel. You are a very good Sith Lord.
Did he say? I don't think he said chat. I think he said something else there. Let's read this super chat from Twiggy. Twiggy, I found the first episode lacking. That's what a lot of people say, but it's a first episode. But I still have high hopes for the show. Yeah, I mean, it's a 30 minutes first episode. Look, I love Star Trek: The Next Generation. You know, their first episode, it was 2 hours long, and it's lacking. It took me until season 3 to get into that show. So I'll leave past that episode. Episode 1, you don't know the characters yet, except maybe Boba Fett. You don't know the characters yet. You got to set up the time period. You got to set up what's going on, the world, and everything. You got a lot of setup to do in episode 1 and probably in episode 2. So I don't harp on that too much. Was it the greatest show ever? No, it wasn't the greatest thing ever. Is it better than any Disney cartoon I've seen? Yes, it is. Disney Star Wars cartoon. I bet if you take Clone Wars episode 1 and Boba Fett episode 1, I bet you Boba Fett's better, but it's just me. And I like the Clone Wars, but I think it might have been a little better than episode 1 of Mandalorian. But then again, I'm a fanboy, so I was freaking out. Tusken Raiders, Banthas, riding single file to hide the numbers. Tusken Raider kid. And I love that Favreau. Well, I guess John Favreau. Maybe that would be Filoni. And I love all these guys. They put in a lot of the stuff. Oh, thank you again for the super chat, Twiggy. They put a lot of stuff in we recognize. That was the problem with The Force Awakens. They had all these aliens we never seen before, which is cool. It's a big universe, but you're scratching your head and say, can't you throw in 1 or 2 aliens that we know? I mean, it just seemed odd. And then, but and then people on Twitter are like, Force Awakens didn't use any of the same aliens, all new aliens. Boo! And then throw in some aliens we know. Fan service. I can't, but people's calling Boba Fett fan service already. But let's see, episodes 3 through 5 is gonna hit though. Yep, I think 7's gonna be the one that's gonna make us, really, because that's where they really want to hook you. They really want to hook you on 7. 7 is the ones that keep that Disney Plus going. Warner, the barman. Oh, Warner, I can never know how to say his name right. Would be great if he was maybe the Rancor. I think the Rancor left Jabba's palace and was like, Jabba's gone. Get out of here, and went and became mayor. Maybe he became mayor. They actually have mayor on Tatooine. That's more shocking to me that these little towns even have a mayor. And what about that creature that came out of the sand? Did y'all see that? Was it just me, or did you get some vibes from Clash of the Titans? You remember the old 80s version, Clash of the Titans, with the Kraken? Is that what it was called? Kraken? That's what I thought of when I saw that. First, I saw the hand thing in the sand. I thought it was the dragon. You know, they talk about in A New Hope. Then when it popped out, and that reminds me of the 80s. I'll tell you, I was going to ask Rusty. I'll have to ask him Saturday, too. But I was like, if they told me back in 1996 that I'd be watching a Boba Fett show written by Jon Favreau, directed by Robert Rodriguez, my head would have exploded. Release the Kraken. That's right. That was dumb. What was dumb? The Kraken? Thank God no little shop of horror plants on the Sarlacc. Like, they kind of left the beak out, didn't they? Did they do that on purpose? Now, here's something I have. Maybe you guys can help me here. The Sarlacc pit. Why was he next to a stormtrooper? Now, I know the pit digested you for thousands of years or whatever, but I would have thought, being that close to Boba Fett, it should have been one of Jabba's aliens. One of Jabba's guards, one of Jabba's men. That you should put like with a Weequay guy in there next to him. You know, because you see, okay, they fell in about the same time. They're next to each other. But I guess he needed that whatever he got from that stormtrooper to get out with. It just seemed a little odd that it was a stormtrooper in there to me. I like that he busted out of the sand. I thought he was going to crawl out through the face and everything, the hole, the vagina-looking part. But it's kind of cool he busted. I wonder if he killed it when he busted through, when he busted out of there. Saboba's the mayor. Hey, that'd been wonder how old Saboba would be. That's a good one. He wasn't around in the episode 1. Wasn't he around there? Yeah, he was right there, actually. That's Mos Espa, and then he was back in episode 2. Right. And I like when they brought back Jango Fett. You know, they kind of, not Jango Fett, baby, kitty, Boba Fett. They thought back to Attack of the Clones. I like that, and they kind of retouched the scenes a little bit. I thought that was kind of neat. Bring that in together. He dreamed about the water planet he's from. I thought that was kind of a nice little touch I didn't see coming there. Sand troopers are tough to digest. They probably are with that armor on, that's for sure. Now, I always wonder about the Sarlacc pit. It says it digests you for like 1,000 years, which that's bad, but you're going to die anyway in, a couple days. So that don't really matter unless somehow it finds a way to keep you alive for those thousands of years while it digests. I don't know. Perhaps the Stormtrooper was one of the guys looking for the droids in New Hope. Could have been. Could have been. I just think it would have been better if it was Weequay or somebody from Return of the Jedi. Just would have fit. I mean, if he fell in, you think he would fall in and be close to another. But I've been a whole bunch of them around. But that's my only gripe. One of the troopers from New Hope got lost, maybe so. Or maybe some troopers came there, found out. I don't know. Why would they come? Why would troopers come there? I was thinking, say maybe some troopers came with Boba Fett when they delivered Han, but they wouldn't have done that. So, I don't know. Maybe they were there for another reason. Vote Farm Boy Luke for mayor. That's right. I'm going to be mayor. A color mayor. That'll be the day. Oh, I thought it was more crowded thought it would be out. It didn't see much of it. It was a pretty tight fit. It was pretty dark. A lot of the shots were dark. Maybe it's just me. I went to see that new Spider-Man movie, and I was like, what's going on? It's too dark. I can't even see anything. And that's how I felt like some of this. Why does everything got to be at nighttime? I understand maybe it's cheaper on special effects or makes the special effects look better at night. Can you make it just almost nighttime, dusk or something? I hate Mace Windu. Glad he went out the window. I hope he don't come back. I hope he doesn't come back. Troopers were there on their summer holidays. Could have been. That's your punishment. Good. Could have been. Darth Maul is the mayor. Ooh. Well, I know. No, they killed him off in the Clone Wars, didn't they? I wish they didn't do that. I don't know why they brought him back for Solo just to kill him off in some cartoon. Well, killed him off the cartoon first, then brought him. I don't know. They shouldn't have. Could be Han Solo's girlfriend. Maybe they just say it. I don't know if they say it was a boy or a girl or not. Hey, maybe they want to be PC. Maybe she identifies as a man. I found the answer for the troop. Michael B has the answers for the troop. Let us know, Michael B, what's the answer for the troop. One of the troops from that fan-made movie, Troopers. There you go. That could be it. Troopers of summer vacation. Maybe it's Maul. That would be interesting if they didn't kill Maul. Although he'd be pretty dang old by now. But I don't know. He's an alien race. He might age different. And you got to think, Owen and Obi-Wan's like 50 years old, aren't they? In New Hope, they don't look like it. That Tatooine son, man. I'll tell you about it. In the books, a squid head took over Jabba's palace. Oh, I can see that. They don't seem like they would be one that want to hang out on a desert planet. They want to hang out near the water. Again, I just think the Hutts would want to come in and take back they wouldn't want to lose that area without a fight anyway to some other alien race. Could be wrong. That's just what I would think off the top of my head. That's right. I forgot Obi-Wan killed him. Yep, sadly, unless they go back. Because most people didn't even see the cartoon. So why bring him back in Solo? Well, a lot of people saw, because Solo flopped, but still probably more people saw Solo than saw the cartoon. It just don't make no sense, but Disney. The Sarlacc stuff was cool, but otherwise I wasn't invested in a story. Well, of course you're not invested in a story because we don't know the story yet. This is episode 1 of 7. You don't know the story yet. It would be like if you watched 30 minutes of A New Hope and turned it off and said, I don't care about this story. You know, you got to give it a chance. Episode 1's got to set up. You got to set up why Boba Fett, how he's still alive, why he's out of it, why he's hurt, why he's weaker than he should be. You got to set all this up in episode 1 and probably episode 2. So you're going to have to do a little bit of setup and everything. You know, this was season 2, episode 1. I would expect more, but being episode 1, season 1, you got to go in. You got to think too. A lot of people going in don't have the history of Boba Fett and stuff like we do. And here's something I see on Twitter a lot is, oh man, Boba Fett was a badass and they weakened him. He's not a badass anymore. Okay, what did Boba Fett do? I love Boba Fett. You guys know I love the Fett. I love Boba Fett. Got Boba Fett everywhere. Loved him since 1979. But what did he do in the movies that showed he was a badass? I mean, nothing. Maybe you can take some EU stuff, but that's not canon. You can't really go by that. Speaking from Boba Fett that we know from the movies, no more badder or weaker than he is in this new one. He's older. He's probably been through a lot more, and he probably don't want to be a bounty hunter anymore. He wants to be the boss now. Mm-hmm. I hope there's a Western reference in a shootout. Clint Eastwood should have been fed in the Empire. Yeah, that would be cool. Mandalorian is more the Western. I think this one's going to go more the gangster route. Everyone is boo-hooing about how he's a good guy. The guy burnt a man with his flamethrower. Oh, it wasn't a flamethrower. It was like a rocket shot out of his arm. Killed him while he was fleeing the scene. That's not a good guy. You think Han Solo would have done that? You think Han Solo would have saw somebody running and killed him, burned him alive? I don't understand the good guy part. I mean, he was never a good guy or a bad guy. He was a guy that did stuff for the money. And now he's got a helmet full of money. I guess he don't need the money. But I think the Jawas took that money. And them Jawas, they'll take anything. Did you know that young Boba Fett almost killed Anakin and Mace Windu? No, but I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know much about Clone War stuff. I guess that's what you're talking about. But I don't know how a kid Boba Fett can almost kill 2 Jedi Knights. I think that's why Vader liked him. Yeah, I mean, he was a badass, don't get me wrong, but we never actually saw him do kick ass or nothing. It's not like people had like his Empire Strikes Back, Boba Fett standing there and he slaps IG-88 and beats up bots. It's like, I'm taking the bounty. But he just, hey, he hired me to do a job and he did the job. That's about all he did. And again, I love Boba Fett. I mean, I love Boba Fett. Somebody told me I made too many Boba Fett videos. So what did I do? I made another Boba Fett video. Okay. I'm severely disappointed if Boba Fett doesn't hit on some chick like in the special edition. Give us Big Daddy Fett, the space pimp. Well, it would be good. I don't know how he's hanging around with that foxy lady and not hitting on her at least once. You think he would at least ask her for her digits? Nope. No disintegration this time. Yeah. Like he burned up the Owens. Still think he burned up the 2 Owens and Aunt Peru's. Young Boba had I don't know how to say it, and some others are Muslims when he went, oh, okay, I did not. I mean, I need to force myself to watch the Clone Wars. He could talk crap to Vader and get away with it. He could do that. That's kind of bad, but still, he did some badass things. Don't get me wrong. He was cool, But people act like he was running around beating up everybody in the movies and everything. I think some people just want a 40-minute TV show of Boba Fett fighting for 40 minutes. Some guys like, what enough action? I was like, shit, it was packed for a 30-minute show. It had a lot of action. What do you want? Junkman has an episode dedicated to saying Boba Fett as many times as he could. Yes, I'll say Boba Fett too many times. Can never say Boba Fett too many times. She's the master assassin. Did this guy said he's going to explain the can you see a oh no, get me away from that. The Twilight dude was the mayor's major demo is standing next to the Hammerhead dude in the same preview. Now they said that everything in those previews was taken from the first episode. The first half of the first episode, the Twilight dude and mayor was standing next to the Hammerhead dude in some of the I'll have to go back and see that. But just because you standing next to somebody doesn't mean you're a mayor. I have to see how they're standing. There was one guy that said he was going to explain the Stormtrooper to me. I didn't see it. Man, I missed it. Oh, Fixer is the mayor. There we go, Fixer. Or Tank. Nobody talks about Tank. I never hear nobody mention Tank. It's one of the few Luke Skywalker friends that's mentioned by name in A New Hope. Biggs and Tank. And nobody brings up Tank. People bring up Biggs. They don't bring up Tank. I just like his name. I wish I had somebody. I wish my parents named me Tank. How you have to be kind of fat and play football, though. That'd be Tank there. I wanted him to say, make my day to some alien. Hey, there you go. Go ahead. Make my day. He might say that in some native language. Those Tusken Raiders. How can anyone understand a Tusken Raider? I really don't know. I've tried to listen to them. That's some weird accent right there. What does Lord Fett find out Darth Vader is dead? When does I don't know. Maybe he reads it in the paper or somewhere. Maybe he doesn't care. I don't know. He probably just like, glad I got my money before he died. Well, I think Vader paid him. Sure, Vader paid him, didn't he? I know he got Han Solo's money from delivering Han Solo the Jabba, but think the Empire even paid Boba Fett or anything? Or that's what they paid him. Paid him Han Solo. That's what I said earlier. Major Gordon Will, color mayor. That'll be the day. Tank. Who the heck is this? People ask me, was always like, Hank, I don't remember Tank. I was like, that's what you said when Biggs and Tank left. He's right there in the movie, and people know Kenny or whatever her name is more than Tank, and Tank's mentioned in the movie. Oh, that's what you said when Biggs and Tank left. Just as Boba Fett doesn't become woke. No, I mean he burned a man alive. You can't be woke and do that stuff. But he is a more seasoned, older Boba Fett. He's not in it for the money anymore. He wants the power. He wants the respect. You can deal with that. Now I know he's like, I will rule with respect and not fear. Well, I think it's going to be a little mixture of both by the end of the series. I don't like the word flashback. I don't like the word flashback in Star Wars. It works. It works sometimes. Depends on how it's used. Frank the Tank. I know that movie. Never seen it though. Wonder whose house it was they were peeking at. Yes, I was wondering why they sent a little Tusken Raider boy all the way down there with a fake Greedo and a bounty hunter. But again, I think the gang marking on there has something to do with the Crimson Dawn. Again, that's just a guess. I haven't read anything. Just a guess here. But whose house? Well, I don't think whose house it was really a factor in the story. I think it's more about who the people taking the people of that house. Now I don't know if those people taking the house and those people working. I think the people that attacked Boba Fett and his girlfriend. I think that was part of the mayor stuff. The mayor was like, "Oh, he didn't give me any rations or whatever. We're gonna kill him." Tank, Kimmy, and Fixture was Tank in the deleted scenes? Now that's a question. I don't know. I don't think Tank was in the deleted scene. I think he left with Biggs. Biggs came back, and that's why he's there. I don't think Tank is in the deleted scenes, but he is mentioned in the movie. Tank is mentioned in the movie. When Boba Fett was sleeping in the bantha tank, I didn't even realize it until later on that was a bantha tank. I thought he would just sit in some water or something. Wouldn't they go to his nose and drown him? Well, Maybe he knows how to hold his nose real good. Maybe he's got some good nose muscles we didn't know. But he lived on a water planet as a kid, so maybe he's got some good nose. Is Tank in the radio dramas? No, I don't think so. I think we only know Tank by name. He might end up in some EU stuff, but as far as I know, just Tank's already gone by the time the story starts and Biggs comes back. Biggs has a little vacation time, comes back to Tatooine. Oh, it cures COVID. I'm about to get in there. Might be stealing water in the EU story with Kenobi. Might be stealing water. I must have missed something there. I can't believe they put real world robot dog in it. Why? Can't believe they put real world robot dog. There's a robot dog in it? Like I said, I only saw it once. Robot dog. Let me know what part has the robot dog. Real world. Man, didn't they have... Man, he had droids dressing him. How badass is that? You don't even have to get dressed and stuff. He just stands there. And he's got... I don't know if they were pit droids or something like pit droids, like something I've seen in the prequels. Dressing. Ooh. Hey, we do know Sebulba is at Jabba's palace during Return of the Jedi. Sebulba, mayor? Hey, it could happen. It could happen. That was Taku Station from the deleted scene. Deleted scene? Taku Station. I don't think there's any Taku Station in the deleted scene. From what I recall, top of my head, the deleted scene when he goes sees his friend Canyon, I don't know, the Fixer, is that his name? I thought that was that little boy, and I thought that's Anakin's friend. He goes sees those two, and Biggs happens to be there because he's in town, although he didn't let Luke know he's coming. Some friend, right? She shows up, didn't say, hey, I'm in town, or nothing. And so he goes there to see them, and then he sees the battle up there and everything. I don't think Taku Station is a station where you go buy power converters. And it seems like Tank and Biggs left a season before the event started. Or y'all just screwing with me? Dak and Wendy are the background during the Taku Station scene. Is that Taku Station? No, but now you got me really confused. But as far as I know, Tank left with Biggs a season before the show. Oh, yeah, the robot. Where's the robot dogs? That part reminded me of Iron Man. I know they had the Tusken Raider-like dog things. What am I missing on the dogs? And it sure did take Boba Fett's Good Morning Guards a long time to get in there and help him, didn't it? I'm like, where's his guards? What's going on? Where's his Good Morning Guards? Seemed like it took forever. I love his girlfriend run up on the houses and stuff. That was pretty cool. Mayor McCheese. It would be the best show ever if it was Mayor McCheese. Okay, maybe there was at Taku Station, although it didn't look like it. I didn't see anybody shopping or anything. I didn't see any registers. I didn't see any checkout stations. I didn't see any power converters. It didn't look like a store to me. But maybe so, but Tank wasn't there. Those robot dogs made by a company called Where's the robot dog? Junkman, those robots were in the scene with Boba and what's her name? Man, that's how I feel. We're walking into the bar place. I have to go back and see. Is it like those robot dogs that were in Black Mirror? I have to go back and see that one. Not sure if I got that one here. Hasbro, I see this question. Let me see. I'm hoping Hasbro puts out those cool looking Tusken Raiders. Just Hasbro, you're not going to get any. If you do, you'll get our Tusken Raider. They're already made, and they'll slap it in a Boba Fett package. Now, let's go on a Hasbro rant real quick. Episode 1, Book of Boba Fett, out now. If Hasbro was a good toy company, they would have at least wave 1, 5 to 8 figures at the store from Boba Fett right now. Right now. You don't have to be spoiler figures. They could just do some aliens and do something that was in episode 1. But no, when will we get Mandalorian figures? When will we get Boba Fett figures? May, the summer, after the show's come and gone. No, this is a good toy company would have toys ready now. And not just Boba Fett. I think there are some Boba Fetts out there and are about to come out. No, you need to be able to see this show, get excited, go to Walmart, and there's something besides empty pegs. At least that's how I would do it if I run the toy company. But I ain't no fancy college guy, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Toshku, what? Toshu's in the trailer. In the Boba Fett trailer? Wonder why those Raiders were in black. Oh, yeah. I think they were higher ups. I think that's what it was supposed to represent. I noticed that too. I was like, oh, okay. I think they were higher up level, like the leader guys, I'm guessing. Has it ever, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what's canon anymore. Are they human under there? I think they were at one time in the EU. I don't know if I like that. I kind of hope we never find out what's under there, but I agree. Hasbro sucks. That's true. Still waiting on a biker scout helmet would be cool. I got the Boba Fett helmet. Just saw once at Target. I'm so glad I got at a Walmart. So glad I got it because I never saw it again. Hasbro has always had a problem, at least for 20 years or more, of either they overship way too much stuff for Phantom Menace, or they don't ship enough of anything. It's like you get one box or you get 20 boxes. Oh, man. They're a different tribe. Maybe so. Maybe. What? I don't know about that one. Every tribe we've seen, they all kind of looked alike. I'm going to say the color ones are higher ups. You know, the chief of the group and everything. Especially as the one with the different color robes gave Boba Fett the water. You know, it would be his decision. Okay. Well, this Hamburger would make a better cameo. He's a rebel. He would be. They need their own show. That's for this. I'm going to say right there. Tusken Raiders and Jawas are related. This guy is just giving me all kinds of, I'm just so confused. Jeff, you have really confused me. They're priests. Tusken Raiders have church. They're selling out early birth certificates. That's what they need, some early birth certificates. Black-clad Tusken, well, was they? Black Tusken might be the ones who worship Anakin Skywalker. I think they all hate Anakin Skywalker. They probably hate the Jedi. They probably hate them. Oh, we've got another super chat. Woo! Look at Twiggy supporting the channel like a mofo.
How do you tell if you have a high sperm count?
I should have had that
Your
clip.
girlfriend has to chew before she swallows.
What happened there? I'll give you another one, but that one sucked.
Well, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Look who just sent in a super chat, supporting the channel, all like a real Sith master.
Okay, let's go back over here and see what that was. Thank you for the super chats. It means that we can continue doing live streams every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. It's live stream night. I wanted off topic, but I was thinking about doing a video about the Incredible Hulk television show. But whenever I do television show review videos about old television show, they tank. And so I don't know yet. I really kind of want to talk about it though, so I might just do it anyway. No, I might get back. I don't know if I'm getting back to 2 weeks yet. Maybe next week I'll get back on 2 weeks. I don't know. I mean, 3 videos a day. That's what I meant to say. Where are we at? The Mandalorian show takes place about 5 years after Return of the Jedi. Yes, I believe it does. Then Boba Fett after that. I wonder why no one around seems to fear Boba Fett or his reputation. See, I don't think Boba Fett really had that much of a reputation. I mean, within his circles, within Jabba's palace, probably so, but yeah, I don't think he was in the bounty hunter community. He probably had, but I don't think Boba Fett was like well known throughout Tatooine and stuff. Could be wrong. I mean, I don't think Han knew who he was. I don't think Luke Skywalker knew who Boba Fett was. I don't think anybody knew who Boba Fett was except, you know, those in that smuggler bounty hunter realm. So I think that's why. Good question, though. I didn't think about that. You think they would have heard his name, be like, oh my God. But like I said, he probably didn't really do much. If he didn't work for a gangster, you probably didn't know. I never saw the last episode of The Incredible Hulk. I missed his end. Well, that's what I was going to talk about in the video. The last episode of the TV series just ends, but they did do a TV movie where he dies. So they did give it an ending. I saw a YouTube video on the history of Jawas and Tusken and Tatooine from the same race. I mean, one's about this tall, one's about this tall. I don't know about that. Could be. That sounds like some EU 90 stuff. Don't get me angry, Mr. McGee. You wouldn't like me when I was angry and his turn and everything. He was the most feared bounty hunter. Yes. I'll give you he's the most feared bounty hunter out of people that know who to fear of the bounty hunters. I give you that. Now, if you know bounty hunters, you know Boba Fett. But I'm sure there's some top Secret Service guy that's like, oh, you don't want that guy investigating you. That guy's the best of them all, but I don't know who he is. You know what I'm saying? It just means what world you fit in. Average Joe, I don't think knows Boba Fett. The guy that hangs out and smuggles and has bounty hunters looking for him is probably like, I don't want that Boba Fett anywhere near me. That's the way I took it. Again, wrong the way I always took it. I don't think he was like famous. He couldn't be too famous because then he wouldn't be that good of a bounty hunter. Once you get too famous, it's like, hey, there's Boba Fett looking for you every time. You couldn't even sneak around. So, oh, Don, he met Daredevil and Thor. He did. I remember that. Daredevil and Thor. It was nice to see Max Rebo. I'm glad he still got a job. It was, JT. It was great to see Max Rebo. Where was the rest of his band is what I want to know. Tusken Raiders be related to McDonald's Fly Guy. Oh, man, we got some McDonald's going on. Vader knew he was no disagreement. Yeah, because he probably burned up the Owens. I said that already. But, yeah, he probably burned up the Owens and stuff. But he knows Boba Fett's a hothead. I mean, he burned up a guy in this episode 1. He burned up a guy fleeing from him. So that's Boba Fett for you. Mm-hmm. Todd, I hope they don't show up. Not my mother, Todd. Oh, let's see here. The female and children Tusken Raiders look different than in Attack of the Clones. They did look different, but it is years later. You have to give them that. We're talking years and years later. And like I said, it might be another tribe. Do you think Han and Leia will show up? No, I don't think you'll see Han, Luke, or Leia, and I hope you don't, and you won't see them. You won't see them. I mean, it'd be good if the technology was that good where they could have Han show up and look like Return of the Jedi Han and have them interact. But I don't want to see I'm Han Solo looking all plastic showing up. I don't know who looked more plastic, the young Luke Skywalker or Anakin Skywalker from the prequels, but you know, I don't think, or you get Han from the spinoff. I don't think they're gonna bring Han. I don't see that coming in. I read that one. I never saw. I read that one. She's not my mother. Right on. More power. Tusken Raiders. I read that one. I read that. I chopped to the end. Who do you think will win a fight between Boba Fett and Dog the Bounty Hunter? I don't know. He's got that mullet. He flat that mullet around and slap you in the face with it. You think the Star Wars universe thought Boba Fett the way we do? Yeah. I don't think Boba Fett is as famous as the Dog the Bounty Hunter. Again, you become too famous, you just become a joke. Whoever is like the next level bounty hunter, next to Dog the Bounty Hunter, that's what Boba Fett is. You know, Boba Fett, Dog the Bounty is probably the joke of the. You know, he probably in the world of bounty hunters, they probably laugh at that guy. Do we get 2 Dog the Bounty Hunters in one? It would be cool. It would be cool. Maybe his TV show used to come on with the dog. They ought to let Boba Fett come on like that. Han and Boba's gonna smoke some death sticks and drink some blue milk. Now that would be a good ending for sure. Have they said if they're going to be a second season? I'm sure they're going to be a second season, but I wasn't sure if they said. I know the Obi-Wan's supposed to be one and done, but do you think George Lucas will make an appearance? Oh, yeah, he could make a good Morning Guard there. Good Morning Guard in a plaid shirt. I think this show would have, I think it's odd. If they did this instead of The Mandalorian, I think it would have been a lot bigger. Because it's kind of like, okay, we're not going to do Boba Fett. We're going to give you this guy that's kind of like Boba Fett. And then they thought, oh, we're going to give you Boba Fett after all. So, I mean, you got Desert Planet, a Mandalorian, a Desert Planet, a Mandalorian. I think there would have been a lot more buzz before the release of this if we never got the Mandalorian. Dog will die. No! Only one season from now, what I read. Yeah. So, if it's one season, I hope they give a good ending to it. You know. Might have to kill them all. No official word. Yeah, I think it's one of the. I think at the end of this one they'll announce another season. It just seems like a show that could have another season or 2. I wonder what Boba Fett keeps in the Rancor pit. I was wondering that when people was that mayor's assistant guy, I was like, oh, just drop him in the Rancor pit. But what do you think happened to the Rancor? I mean, this isn't that long after Return of the Jedi. You don't think Biff Fortuna kept the Rancor around? He could have been still in there, I guess. Boba's gonna need himself a guru pretty soon. Yeah, he needs maybe he'll get a little baby Tusken Raider. That's what he needs, a baby Tusken Raider. One season beats no. That's true. Sometimes one's like Obi-Wan. I'm glad Obi-Wan's one season. I don't need 5 seasons of Obi-Wan. Give me one. Let me see filling some of that gap of what he was doing in between the movies, and that's all I need. Did the same with Bad Batch. I was wrong about Robotalk Farm. Their name is Boston Diamond. Okay. Well, I'm glad you fixed your error there. Rancor is now full of pot plants. Oh, man. Someone's smoking up some weed. I think this season will run into the Mango 3. It could link back to Mango. I could see that. I could see that happening. Or maybe down the road. Mango. I think I could see them teaming up again and running into each other again somewhere down the line. He keeps a fat dancer down there. Oh, Boba Fett's got he likes them big, huh? Just see the girl from Flashdance? Yeah, she was in there. Just see that. Junkman is correct. I couldn't find a reference to Tank in the original novel, but I did find a scene where Biggs tells Luke he met his father once. His arc. Yes, that's actually was in the hangar scene. It should have been the special edition, but for some reason they cut that out. It was filmed, that longer scene where he's like, well, it wasn't Biggs that said it wasn't big. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I remember if you're talking about the same scene I am, it's on Yavin and Biggs and Luke's talking to this other guy who woke up and he's like, hey, I knew your father. He was a great pilot. If you're anything half your father is, you're going to do good, I think. But Tank is referenced in A New Hope. But as far as I know, he's not seen or anything else. Hero Age Comics, not sure if it's been discussed yet, but I was disappointed with how they breezed past the escape after so many decades. It was a little tight. It was like a little tight fit. I couldn't really see what was going on. I can understand that it was like, yeah, let's give it a little bit more, but I don't know really there's much more you could do. Again, I'm still trying to figure out why there was a stormtrooper next to him and not one of Jabba's guards. But maybe it'd be cool. Maybe he was climbing over dead bodies to get out. But I can see with him. That's the problem with a 30-minute show. I guess they had to get on with it. I would like to see him climb out of the mouth, but it was kind of cool. I busted through the sand and everything. So I wasn't too disappointed with it. It was just really dark and it was really tight on him. I couldn't really see. The women of the View are in the pit. Ooh, that'd be horrible. What if the other Hutts are in the pit? Ooh, Hutt in the pit. Remember the Mandalorian? There was a dead Sarlacc. Remember they went somewhere. There was a dead Sarlacc. Am I right? Wasn't there a dead one? Well, Boba Fett goes back and gets his revenge on it. Jennifer Bills has an age that's 98. She was still pretty hot. A baby Rancor that can make toys. That's what. Yes, that's what they need. A baby Rancor. I like to see the vintage collection Slave One with a screen actor in it and the Mandalorian. That would be good. Of course, they wouldn't call it a Slave One. Slave One. It wasn't. The Mandalorian wasn't. I mean, Slave One wasn't Mandalorian. Wasn't it? I'm trying to remember. Where did he park his ship at? Has to be somewhere near Jabba's place. Max Rebo lives. Max Rebo. You can't stop a blue alien, man. You cannot. Burn his way through bodies and climb out. Yeah, that would have been kind of cool. It's like pushing those other guards on and climbing on top of them. Was Tank a galactic officer? Jenkins Sunburn. I don't know. Maybe it was. Burn his job. I think what if they were Brad Pitt, but not the Sarlacc Pitt? I heard they were brothers. I don't know. I heard they were brothers, but I'm not sure. I hope Boba didn't kill the Sarlacc. I think he did. I mean, it seemed like he busted through the thing's body to get out. So I was hoping he would shoot his rocket and come flying off. I know Han hit the rocket with his thing, but that don't mean it damaged it for good, does it? But maybe it did. I think the stormtrooper was from years. Yeah, like I said, I know they stay in there a long time. It just seemed like if you're right next to somebody, it should have been one of Jabba's guards. But I understand he needed the whatever that was on the stormtrooper's armor, I think, to get out. So, if the Sarlacc pit did die, does that mean those other ones down there being digested could get out? Max needs to meet up with the model null. I don't know who the model null is, but they do need to meet up. Where's Max? Where's the rest of his band? I guess they got out of Jawa and they said, Jabba died. He's like, we're getting the heck out of here. Don't forget, we got super chats, guys. Super chats with me supporting the channel. What? Yeah, I read that one already. Where we at now? We got about 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes, guys. Got a hard out to it. 10 o'clock. Got to go pick up my son at his girlfriend's house. Whew. I went to my girlfriend's last night. She was having cornbread and potatoes. Oh, we got another super chat. Another super chat in the house. Let's give him an Alien Todd joke. Let's make some people mad today. Here's the offensive comic, Alien Todd. Remember, I didn't write these.
How do you tell if you have a high sperm count? Your girlfriend has to chew before she swallows.
Thank you for the super chat. That was wrong. Matthew Martin. I like that name, Matthew Martin. That's a character name in a story or something. Matthew Martin. They took out the reference of Luke's father in the formerly cut scene. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. A rebel leader, not Tank. He says he knew Luke's father. The scene is in the novel and the comic book. Yes. I think it was filmed. I think I've seen the long cut of it. Could be wrong. I know they edited around it for the special edition. Tank. What happened to Tank? I guess he didn't jump ship with Biggs. I wonder if we'll see a further flashback with Bibb and the escape of the sail barge. I don't think we'll go that far back. I don't think we'll go that far back. I don't think it's really. Would be kind of cool to see, Bibb take over, but it's not really Bibb's story. But I don't think we'll see. It would have been great to see a bounty hunter show taking place during that Empire era. That right before Empire or right after Empire would have been a great time. Bosk and all them would have been great. What's up, Joe? Joe, what's up? What's up, Joe? I wonder how Max Rebo survived that barge. Was he? I can't remember. I hadn't seen it. Was he on the barge, or was he at the palace? Did they show him? I think they did show him at the barge. I think R2 rolls past him. Could be wrong. I get confused, but I think some left. I think Biff Fatuna's on the barge also, so I think some of them got the hell off the barge before it blew up. Must have a little small barge or something took off. Matthew. Thank you for the super chat, Matthew. They should have copies of events, issues 1901 of Star Wars Marvel Comics for 19. They should have copy. Oh, events of the. Oh, I remember that. I hadn't read that one in a long time. I know what you're talking about, though. Cantina Man, a Frank Dingo, and the. Oh, okay. I know you're talking about. I can't pronounce those names, though. Oh, the rest went on break. At least they had that CGI guy there. Oof. Max survived because the script said so. Maybe so. I don't recall the hammerhead alien in the episode, but was the trailer and hammer? I have to go back and see that. I quit watching all the trailers because I didn't want to see too much. I only saw like the first 2 trailers. But they said Robert Riga said everything in those trailers was from the first half of episode 1. So chapter 1. So I have to go back and see. Thanks for supporting the channel. Yeah, thank you, Matthew. Maybe he took a Sarlacc egg with him when he escaped. Ooh. He's got a special Sarlacc. Oh, he got a little Sarlacc. What were those? What were they getting water out of they were digging for? Was that like the monster's eggs or something? I couldn't figure out for sure why. At first, like, who buried these water things in the desert? And they must be everywhere because they were pretty good at finding them. I didn't really understand what was going on there. Didn't really. Max Rebo was on the barge. Fanky Dan was in the cantina. Yeah, there's a Finky Dan or whatever his name is, type creature in Jabba's palace. Max, yeah, I thought Max was on the barge, but apparently y'all got to go. Biff Tuna got the hell out of there also. Gonna watch out for those ninjas with laser swords and tap sticks. Oh, then they were pretty. Will Denkar make up? I hope we see Denkar boss. I don't need all of them. Bring somebody. IG-88, nah. We kind of got him in Mandalorian, although a different name. Give us, I hope, Forlom, Zuckus, somebody. Out of all of them, I hope Boss shows up. Denkar would be my next favorite. We do know Denkar was at Jabba's palace and Boss. They are both seen in Return of the Jedi. Boss and Denkar seen at the palace. Rodriguez tricked us all. That he did. If Boba had a daughter, she would be named Boopa. Boopa. Come on, man. Come on now. That's a pretty bad joke there. Space Coconut. R&R said that about 30-second rule, but seems suspect. Yeah, he probably, it could be. I have to see how I would have to see how the Hammerhead guy is in the trailer. If he's standing there like someone in power and he's got a little minion in front of him. But if he's just hanging out, I would say he's probably not the mayor. But it seems like they set the mayor up to be somebody. But then again, might not be. Might be Bosk. Bosk would be super cool. Bosk would be super cool. We saw one of the boss-like aliens. It would be cool to see Bosk come back. Bosk would be my main choice. Then Dengar. And then probably Zuckus a Forlom. It don't really matter. IG-88 would have been cool. But we got a lot of cool IG-88 as in the Mandalorian. So don't really need him as much. Okay, got about 3 more minutes, guys. Got about 3 more minutes here.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
That's what I say. Hamburger. Dengar. Dengar be a mayor. That would be interesting. I can't see that happening, but oh, yeah, bring the rabbit back. That would be good. Was that freaking? Y'all killing me with these names. How do y'all know how to spell this shit? How we know how to say it? Was that Frinkling Dan or was that Barkland Dan? They all got the same last name. Who was the birth player of Rebo's in the special? I don't know. I just call him Cantina Dude. That's what I call him. Cantina Dude. Hammerhead Dude is sitting on a throne. Oh, maybe so then. I will have to go back and look for that. Boska-like alien. God, y'all guys know, man. Transodus. If it's not in the movie, I don't know it. He carried a Wookiee. Oh, he was the one with the Wookiee. I was wondering if that was Wookiee fur or not. It would make a nice jacket, though, wouldn't it? Those were a little gross. That was a little gross there. Bring back Luke for the Mandalorian went over real well. So I think at least one of the main. I don't really see it. I don't really see it. I mean, Luke worked because he came and just stood there. But if you bring Han back, you got to have him going after Boba Fett. And then you got the main star of the show fighting the main hero, or one of the biggest heroes of the movie. Who's going to win? I guess you can draw. But I can't see Han Solo coming back. Maybe they get some great technology, or maybe if they recast him, which I hope not. I'm okay with recasting before events, but not in between events. Before and after is okay. I just can't. I don't. I guess they could bring the guy back that played Solo before, but that's no fun. If anybody wants, they want Han Solo. I mean, you want Harrison Ford. I just can't see it. Mayor McCheese again. I think the creature in the sand was a Jabba concept sketch. Was it? I have to go back. I remember those concept skills of Jabba. I can't remember. To me, it reminded me of the Kraken from Clash of the Titans. I used to have a Return of the Jedi sketchbook. I can remember some guys with different arms. I remember one was kind of like Chinese looking guy, but he had a bunch of arms. I have to go back and look for that. Good eye there. Does the Miss Pac-Man? Yes, it's an arcade one up. Got a video of me playing it. Check it out. The Cantina dudes are Biff. Man, this guy Matt knows everything. If males had uterus, it will be called Duderus. That's according to you. Y'all losing. Man, y'all. Have you seen those spider monkeys in any of the series? Spider monks. I don't know what that is either. Han isn't coming back. Harrison Ford has been trying to kill that carrot off 40 years. And I doubt he'll do a live Han. Yeah, I doubt. I mean, give him enough money, he'll come back. I mean, he came back for Rise of Skywalker. If you come back for that, you come back for anything. But I just can't see him. Come back and then de-age him and everything. Just don't see it. Just don't see it. Kraken. Perhaps the actor from... That's what I thought, maybe him, but it's just too... You got to keep him before events of A New Hope. Then it's got to be Harrison Ford. That's just me. I mean, they could de-age him some. I just can't see him. You know, they didn't do that good with Luke, and he just stood there. So I can't imagine him coming back. Because Han will have to do more than just stand there. You know, if it was coming back for something, if they set something up where like Han left his vest at Jabba's palace or something, he might show up to get it, I could give it to you. But overall, I just can't see. I think his girlfriend, I think Han Solo's girlfriend will show up. I got a feeling, but she might be a little too, I don't know, age-wise. I think Han Solo's girlfriend might show up. That's who I was thinking was Mayor, but I think they said it was a man, so maybe not. I don't know what that means, but more power to you. Spider monks are those machine-like soldiers that scare 3PO. Oh, is that the spider guy? I can't think of his name. I know what you're talking about. I told you. Would like to see more of them, that's for sure. They need to all keep all the guys out of this. I don't want to overplay it. They need to keep the original guys out of that. Yeah, they deep faked Luke Skywalker and he just stood there like a mannequin. His ex is more likely. Yeah, I think his ex is going to show. I think that's Crimson Dawn that was spraying the side of the building with some kind of symbol, and she's probably still linked to them. And then you probably got hers probably tied in with. I think they're going to tie Throne and Ahsoka Tano and all of them in together too. They're going to go, let's go Marvel route and tie all these stuff together. I got a feeling maybe not season 1 of Book of Boba Fett, but I think they're going to try to tie everything together. The actor's name is Andrew Lutenberg, who is the spinning image. Oh, don't get me started. Everybody's like, I want that lookalike to play Han Solo. Just too many people said it got on my nerves. That guy that played Solo was great. I don't need a lookalike. Thank you. Good night. Well, it's going to be a good night also. Let me catch up with these. They hired the host, a deepfake guy. Yes, they did. They did hire. They hired somebody from YouTube. What else are you talking about? I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening. I don't see him fitting into the story. I just don't see it anyway. Background 3PO, Jabba, concept sketch, have 4 arms, but not similar to, the one I was thinking had 4 arms, but it was more of like a Asian looking guy. Was odd. Fun conversation. Thanks, everyone. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up. I've got a hard out at 3 minutes past. I want to thank you for the live. Don't forget this Saturday, Russ and Junkman return for our live stream. Probably 8 o'clock Saturday. I hadn't got that. Keep your eye on the channel for that. We have a lot of fun. If you haven't seen Russ and Junkman together, check that out. We talk pop culture toys. We talk a lot of Boba Fett, I'm sure. And we just answer super chats. And usually we just go off on a wild topic we don't even know we're going to discuss. Usually ends up talking about food for about 30 minutes. Good night. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumb. Subscribe to the channel. Awesome content. Yeah, thank you. Couldn't get it out, but thank you, Justin. Justin's always here. Peace out. Support the channel. And we got a great little crowd tonight. Let's leave you with one more Alien Todd joke. Remember, I did not write this joke. Alien Todd said it, so all complaints be addressed to Alien Todd.
Why is a white guy the scariest guy in prison? Because you know he's actually guilty.
I don't even know what that means, Alien Todd. But let me get my out. Where's my outro? Where is my outro video? Okay, guys, thank you for being here live. We will be back Saturday live with tomorrow, 8 o'clock, a regular video, which might be the Incredible Hulk. I don't know. My TV videos tank, but I just want to talk about the Incredible Hulk. I guess that's it. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for just hanging out, and thank you for talking Boba Fett with me. And let me know what you think about Boba Fett. Thanks, guys. We will talk to you soon.
What's going on, everybody? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to do a reaction to the...
I didn't mean to play that. Oh, see you guys.
There to help.
Hulkamania's gonna run wild.
And no one can stop this 5-man tag team.
Well, I can't find my outro. I can't find my outro video. Well, no, I look like a jackass. Where's my out video? Oh, right there. Scissors, right there where it's supposed to be. Thanks, guys.
Tuesday, the A-Team is gunning to protect high-fashion models.
You kidding me, sucker?
The A-Team. Then the Riptide guys are undercover lifeguards.
Oh, boy.
They're plunging into deadly waters. And Remington Steele has some hot new clients.
Really?
But will they make Remington lose his grip?
Tuesday.
I'm Audra Lee. See you next time on Kids Beat.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.